All right, we're back. West Industry Athletics, week 8. I'm not going to say it this time because I don't want to be called Mike Francesa again. I'm so self-conscious of all the things that I do on this thing now. Week 7's in the books. The season's moving at a nice pace, you know?
A nice pace.
Nice pace. Big week for one of us if we're getting into it.
I mean, come on now. Hot.
4-1. Kurt Money takes the week. Tough week for the rest of the crew.
Not a good week.
Including Mo Lewis over here.
Yeah. Yep.
2 times in 3 weeks, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
So he's worn the jersey twice. I've worn it once. You've worn it once.
Yes. And you haven't worn it in a long time.
Well, you know.
I felt like we were out in the hallway when you wore it.
He wasn't even here.
Yeah, wasn't even here. This guy keeps pushing.
I know.
Somehow he keeps tying all these games.
King of the push. So good week by Kurt. He's celebrating with a...
I'm going high class, high noon.
Wow, going right after Barstool with that.
Yeah, what?
I think that's their sponsor.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, shit. Pineapple. I love the pineapple. Staying away from beers. And if I suck this week, I'm going right back to the beers.
I like it.
I do want to boast. 12-3 in the last 3 weeks.
Monster.
That's really impressive.
If you were actually putting money on this game, you might be doing something.
I know. I'd be making money, right? Making some cash.
So
3 weeks. That's fucking awesome.
Monster.
I know.
So Kurt wins the week.
I'm at the top of the slide right now.
So now you're gonna. Yeah. Now it's gonna be fade Kurt season coming.
Yeah.
I'm getting to my ass.
Yeah,
Yep.
your pick. You're doing all your picks first.
No, not all of them. Not all of them.
And then I'm in second with a respectable 2-1 for the week. You know, not making money, but not terrible. And then the losing end of the stick, we've got Trip Lewis at 1-4.
Yeah.
That's your second 1-4 in
Yes, it is.
3 weeks.
I'm feast or famine.
And then our guest, young AJ Glass, goes 2-3. Talked a lot of game.
Yeah.
Katie had a better record than he did.
Yes, she did.
She did. He ruined the guest record for a little bit. Brought it back to 500.
500.
Right?
Yeah.
We're down by 1 game.
So he was so bad, we decided not to have a guest this week. We'll pop somebody back next week.
This is all on you, AJ. Speaking of his awful picks, I'm gonna jump right into the.
No, we're gonna get to
Okay.
it. Let's keep going.
There was
through
a
the
bad
records.
one. That was a really bad one.
There was a bad one. Takeout Takes. They still suck. Vinny proves that he's no Evan.
Oh, man.
Benny, you're electric on the mic, dude.
Yeah, he was great.
Got it.
I was so behind.
And he said the over.
Did
I
he
was
say
so
the over, or
behind.
did he say that the line was -7?
No,
They were gonna win
went
by 7.
-7. He went. I was rooting for him for a while, and then after that game, not to jump to it right away, but I have to say that was a great pick by you.
Yeah.
It was a great pick. Going into San Francisco, and
Game
the
was
Colts
a mess.
did it.
Game was
Game
a
was a
slot fest.
mess.
Yeah.
The 49ers aren't real.
Guess not.
No, they're not.
They're not.
I got some stats on them. They're shocking. When I looked into it, because I was floored by that game. I was like, I don't know why was I so surprised by that. And I dug deeper, and I was like, oh, well, it's all there.
Makes sense.
It's very obviously why
Makes
that
sense.
happened.
Yeah, I was surprised too when Vinny said 7. I was rooting. I was like, this would be great if he hits this, and San Francisco kills him. And then by the end of the game, I was like, wow, Johnny Parlay, that was a great pick.
And I understand it was a sloppy game. But they had their chances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you have their under, right? For
Yes,
the
I do.
season?
Yeah,
That was
for the
that was
season.
that was his
That's a
pick.
good bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, one future I might win.
I know. I took a quick look at those last night, and I was like, eek.
We have to recap that at some point.
Maybe after this next week, since it's the halfway point of the season, and it's going really fast. The season's flying by.
It's flying by, dog.
So the season records, Kurt takes sole possession of first place,
Killing
21-13-1.
Killing it.
Very nice.
Thank you.
He moves in front of Trip Lewis, who's 19-15-1, despite those 2 1-4 weeks in the last 3 weeks. But nice job in second. And then I'm bringing up the rear, still making money. I'm in 18-13-4,
Pushing up the rear.
4. Jesus.
pushing up the rear,
Pushing up the rear.
pushing into the rear.
4 pushes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Whatever. We're all making money. That's
yeah.
all that counts.
No, absolutely.
Don't listen anywhere else. If
Yeah.
you're looking for winners, this is where you come.
Push is better than loss.
So we'll get into the games for last week. First, we have the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants.
My God.
The Giants were 2.5-point favorites. The only winner here is Kurt Money, who added to his big week.
On a
This win.
chance. That was a whim. I knew I wanted to split the Giants and Jets. I wanted to split my picks on that. I made everybody go first with the Giants.
Yeah, it was strategy.
I didn't want the cover. I just didn't think the cover 4 would happen again, so I luckily picked the Giants, but then switched my pick to the Jets.
The rest of us catch an L with the Panthers, and what the hell has happened to the Carolina Panthers?
That
It's
game
over.
was 5-3.
5 for a while.
I know.
Yeah.
For a while. It was like tune it into the 7th inning. It's
Yeah,
still
those-
5-3.
I'm updated because I'm obviously not watching that fucking shit show. But I'm keep updating on my phone. I'm like, is something wrong with the scorebook on the TV? Something wrong with my phone?
Is there a delay?
Yeah. I mean, Giants loaded up with injuries for all their skill position players, but Daniel Jones, I got a couple of texts this week for, the 5 or 10 people who listen to this who are like, you got to stop talking bad about Daniel Jones. And they're right. We have to stop talking bad about him. Played well.
I mean, did you hear those turnover stats last week that were spoke about?
He's winning games for them.
They won 2 games.
He's running the ball. He's throwing the ball. He's catching the ball.
I'm not
he had an
sold on
OBJ.
him. I'm not
catch.
sold on him.
Oh my God.
I'm not sold on him.
He had a good game. You don't think he had a good game this past weekend?
Not to the point where I'm going to stop talking shit about him. He's fucking terrible.
He had a much better game than he normally plays, yes.
He played well.
Yes, he played well. I'd love to see them full staffed, but they're 2-5. They're not a good football team. Right?
No one's saying that. No one likes the coach.
He didn't turn the ball over. It was the first time that he didn't have like a billion turnovers.
It's got to even out that horrible stat that he had last week. Yeah. I mean, it's 1 billion turnovers.
The defense played well. Sam Darnold is destroyed as a player.
Yeah.
I mean, you bench him.
Benched.
What is that?
Bench him in the 4th. It's over for him.
Yeah. You got benched for a quarterback that played at Temple.
It's crazy. When I saw that guy come in, I'm like, who?
Yeah. He was in the XFL. That's how they signed him.
It's bad. It's bad for him.
Yeah, we're done with this game. Kurt Money. Nice pick there. Way to just play the strategy.
Play the strategy. Hey, sometimes you got to play the strategy.
The next awful game, the New England Patriots and the Jets. Jets are +7 in that one.
It was just ridiculous how much I had on my paper. There's no way Bill Belichick. The one fact that he's going 0-5 at home. I'm retarded.
Yeah. The Jets are terrible.
Terrible.
They just gave up 54 points.
I didn't think the Jets were going to win, but I thought they would keep it relatively close. Horrendous.
Yeah. Right away. It happened right away, too.
Zach Wilson.
It was never down that game.
No, it was over. Zach Wilson suffers a knee injury. Mike White comes in.
I can't believe it. I thought it was one of the running backs. Mike White. Holy shit.
Season's over.
Is Trevor Lawrence on the bill next year? Can we draft him?
Yeah, redraft.
My God.
Mac Jones looks good, though. Throws for over 300 yards, a couple of touchdowns. He's really coming into himself. And the Patriots get their first home win.
They rolled.
Getting into the not terrible local teams. First game of the week, the Bengals and the Ravens.
Man, that was amazing. And everybody I heard on the radio on Saturday and Sunday morning was, I really like the Ravens at home. I really like them at home, blah, blah, blah. The whole time making me nervous as hell about that pick. I mean, Bengals look great.
The Bengals look for real.
They look great.
They go into Baltimore, destroy their division rivals. It was a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
Total blowout.
It was the worst ever for them. For Lamar Jackson, anyway. It was the worst.
I didn't have that game, and then I listened to AJ talk about it last week. I was like, you know what? So I went big on that game. Took them, -6.5. Definitely took them with the money line. Threw them in another parlay, which hit. And I was like, that fucking game cleaned up for me that weekend.
Yeah.
And like you said, everybody was riding high on the Ravens. Bengals are for real.
Because it doesn't really happen. The Bengals don't normally win that game.
No.
You know what I mean?
But they got a good, solid team. They
do.
They run the ball. They can throw the ball down the field, which is huge now.
Yes.
They're getting the big plays, and their defense is looking better and better.
Yeah, Burrow throws for over 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase continues his Rookie of the Year campaign.
Jesus.
200 yards and a score. And they're tied.
Yeah.
They're tied atop the AFC
right
North,
those
two teams.
They look really good. I'm sure they'll have their faults here and there, but they look really good. And people were also talking him down about Burrows with the injury. He doesn't look comfortable in the pocket before the season started. The guy's destroying.
He looks great. Next game, the Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. Kurt and AJ head-to-head on this one.
Amazingly didn't have to worry about that game.
Another one that was over before the halftime. I think Tennessee was up 27-0 or something like that at half.
You thought it was over at halftime?
27-0.
Yeah, okay, 27-0. You didn't think that there was any chance he was going to come back and
Not based off of the performance this year from that team.
When they didn't score right away in the second half, that game was over.
Okay. So yeah, as much as I complimented AJ on his Bengals pick and for helping me out, like he was dead set on the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of people were. I put money on him too.
I was going to say, I'm sure a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I figured out what's wrong with him. I think I know. Took me a while. I've been watching it. I was like, people stopping the big play. You take away their big play, Tyreek Hill rather.
Yep.
Take away their big play ability, make him be patient and dink and dunk. He doesn't like to do it. But more importantly, what fucked him up is his home life.
Got married and had a kid.
Yeah, bingo, man.
It's so
fucking
funny that you
dude.
said that.
Yeah, you got kids. You've been pumpkin picking and
I
everything
wrote
like that.
a huge thing on it. I'm not even going to say it, but I was like writing an essay. I was like, it's his home life.
Completely screwed him over. That's exactly what's wrong. The guy can't focus. He's got an 8 or 9 month old. I think the kid is.
Johnny Parlay is shaking his head.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh,
He's
you
up
do
all
believe it?
night, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I perform at such a high level because I have no kids at home.
Right.
You know?
She's fucking screaming,
I know
yelling,
it.
and making him do chores and stuff like that. And he's going, I'm a
Yeah.
$500 million man. What are you talking about?
Super Bowl 2 years in a row,
Yeah,
1-1.
Doesn't matter, man.
It's a
That
disaster.
fucking box ruined his life.
Oh, my God.
It's amazing.
That's it.
Yeah, you're right, though. The amount of money that was on the Chiefs, like,
was
it was
huge, yeah.
insane. Vegas cleaned up on this one. And the Chiefs over was what I kept hearing. Their individual team over at 31.5. They scored 3 points.
Yeah.
I hammered the under in that game. I loved the under in that game.
That was another first time
58.5
ever.
points or something like that.
Holding him down to 3 was that was the first
Yeah.
time that ever happened to him too. It's crazy.
What do you think, though? Like, is Tennessee good?
No,
I think Tennessee's good.
no, I don't.
With their wide receivers, I don't think Tannehill is that great.
Oh, I know he's not that
I mean,
he manages the game.
He's supposed to be managing the game. He did throw a stupid interception late night. I don't know if it was the third quarter or something like that. That could have went either way if KC scored right away. But I think they're a good team. I do think they're a good team. If they're healthy, they got Brown, they got Julio. I mean, you're not going to stop the running back. I think they're a good team. They'll give a challenge. I mean, listen, the 3 best teams are in the NFC. Maybe top 2 or 3 out of the 4, but whatever. In the AFC, it's Bills, Tennessee right now. I don't see any other team that's really knocking on anybody's door.
Derrick Henry throws for a touchdown.
See?
doing it.
Chargers
all.
were off, so you forgot about them. The Raiders are looking good.
Raiders, that's the next
They're
one.
galvanized.
For some reason, I can never like the Raiders. I don't
know.
know why.
They're inconsistent.
Yeah.
They're consistently inconsistent over the last 15 years.
Can't wait till Mark Davis is the head coach of the Raiders coming up here soon.
Awesome.
Next on our slate here, though, we've got the much talked about Lions and Rams game,
Wow.
minus 15.
The savior
Yeah.
trip this week.
Savior for him.
Absolutely.
The one he was poked into.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dan Campbell, man. I'm gonna write that guy a letter. Thank you for helping me out.
Wonder what that fifth.
He
pick
kept me out of
would've
my
been.
underwear this week. I fucking love the guy even more now. I had the man crush on him and Kennedy, and now it's even more because they literally saved my week. I mean, saved my week. It cost me a fortune, but they helped.
Saved real embarrassment.
Yeah.
You knew right away, too, they weren't covering. Like, I felt it, like, in the first quarter. It was over. Like, then, like, this game's too close already.
Yeah,
Like,
you
if it
didn't
was
think
gonna
that.
happen. Nah.
Really?
Two fake punts.
Yeah, they're
Go
throwing
for
it all out.
You got everything, man.
Throwing it all out. Going in for fourth down, like, inside their own 10 and shit. I'm like, But you know what, though? Like, why not?
You're gonna see. I think you're gonna see it.
Keep doing it.
They're gonna pull out all the stops again this week.
They
That
have-
guy wants to fucking win.
They have nothing to lose. They're gonna pull anything they can. I was waiting for the Rams to just, get a quick turnover on the 30-yard line, throwing a TD, to get another TD and just start blowing it away. But it just stayed stale.
The defense was all over Goff, though, right out of the gate. So that's that game. And then what else? Who else do you want to go to? Eagles, Raiders. Ton of money on the Eagles. All I heard about all Saturday and Sunday was how much money people put on the Eagles. And the Raiders, they just keep winning.
What, like out of all games, that was like one of the most bet on?
That was like everybody's favorite bet. Was the Eagles. Can't miss.
Right.
You got Derek Carr is looking like he's about to set records.
I can't believe it.
Passing record.
It was what was it, I think I just read 90%. He's the only guy to have a pass completion of 90% in 2 games or something like that.
Crazy. And Waller didn't even play.
Crazy.
His favorite target didn't even play.
Pretty awful week of football. Now I'm looking at the rest of these games.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of not close games.
Miami blew one. He threw a late interception. Sorry, he blew it. You would have brought it off if Pittsburgh did it. But they had to come back for that push.
Yeah.
Miami was winning. You were dying for that field goal.
The Falcons are looking to give games away in the fourth quarter.
Dude,
like
forever.
finding new ways to give games away.
Ever.
Does anybody else think that Matt Ryan looks like Dennis Quaid a little bit?
Yes.
A little bit.
Looks just like him. It freaked me out on Sunday. Could have been the Kratom. I don't know.
Stop drinking that every day.
What else? Bears and the Bucks?
Bears in the butt. I mean, there's nothing to talk about.
Nothing.
It's a disaster.
Texans and the Cardinals. Cardinals continue to just blow teams out.
I will say that the Bucks and Bears, that was the first game all season that I didn't have to think about.
Yeah.
Like while it went on, I was like, holy shit, that's like the easiest win of the year.
What sucked is the 3 lines that were big. I took the one that was the closest. The other
Right.
ones that win easy.
Right.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, Arizona.
I took the Texans on my card too, and then it was 5-0. I was like, ooh. I turned around. I was like, ooh, 5-0. Okay. And then they didn't score again.
That's it. It was over.
Fucking disastrous. The one game I do want to talk about though is the Washington football team versus the Packers. I had the football team. I'm gonna come up with a name for this bet where it lost. It's 2-3 days later, and I still love the bet because it's a fucking great bet.
Right.
I'm convinced that I was wrong. I wasn't fucking wrong on that.
This is the second week in a row he's gone down this road.
I'm convinced that I wasn't
Because it's a
wrong.
great bet. Look at the stats here. First downs in the game. I'm gonna call them. I'm calling the Redskins. I'm not saying Washington football team.
Green Bay also had great field position most of the game.
Yeah, well, that's because 25 first downs for Washington, 19 for the Packers. Rushing yards, 195 for Washington, 57 for the Packers. Passing yards, 235 to 247. They were down by 9. They lost by 9 passing yards. Total yardage was 430 for the Redskins, 304. The Washington football team, Redskins, whatever the fuck you want to say, 5 scoreless trips inside the Packers' 30-yard line. You kick a field goal from the 30 to 47-yard field goal. Essentially, that's you're upwards of like 88, 89% to kick that field goal. 5 trips inside the 30, they came away with 0 points.
Right.
Twice they turned the ball over inside the 5-yard line.
That guy Henneke.
And I still almost fucking won the game. Like
he ran for like 90 yards too, right?
Yeah, he was the leading rusher in the game.
They had a bunch of touchdowns called back and stuff too.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Finish some goddamn drives.
Yeah.
Jesus, like you're in the game. You're in a division where the Cowboys might run away with it, but everybody else sucks. Like
terrible.
That's a game you're gonna need. That's a game you're gonna look back a couple weeks from now when Fitzpatrick comes back. You go, fuck, that's a game we should have had because you should have had it. You own the game start to finish, and you gave it away because you couldn't finish.
The only other game, the Colts and the 49ers, which we touched on. Takeaway takes, blows it again. Colts look okay. I mean, they're going to start winning games the second half of the season.
They look good, and I can't believe his ankles are healing like this.
Yeah. Warren Sharp is all over the Colts second half of the season. The guy, he's been talking about it since preseason. Yeah. He's all over it. He nailed it. I don't think the Colts were that good. That's 2 weeks in a row that they surprised the shit out of me. Like I said, it was a game that I was kind of going into, and I was like, I think I took the Niners. I don't know if I put it on the show or on the card, but I definitely had the Niners. And I was like, I love this bet.
He can't tell if he put it on the show or his card because he lost it. So.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you exactly. I'll tell you all my wins. I'll tell you every one of my good wins.
Niners are coming off a bye too.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm looking at, I'm saying, why? How did I miss this? How was I so off in this game? And these are things that I just didn't know. Kyle Shanahan with the 49ers is 10-20 against the spread in his career with the Niners. That's fucking terrible, dude. I'm thinking of him as this offensive coordinator, this offensive guru. And he went to Super Bowl with a young team. And I'm like, oh, this guy's a great coach. He's not. His record, I think the last 5 years, 6-10, 4-12, 13-3 Super Bowl, 6-10, and now he's 2-4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Apparently he's not very good.
I did not know that.
And I'm sitting there going, I don't get on. And I'm looking back, oh fuck. And I understand he's had injuries, and especially like last year, they lost a quarterback. And you deal with injuries, and he had injuries 3 years ago. Fine, but you got to win a couple of games.
Well, I mean, they're not using anybody else. It's Debo or nobody.
Yeah,
that is the only person
Ayuk has not showed up this season. I think he's averaging like 2.5 catches a game.
I think you have to give him the ball 5 times a game at least.
Yeah.
Right?
Spread it around.
It's really weird to me that they're not giving him the ball at all just to even give him a chance. So they must hate each other. There must be something going on. Yeah. But I think that was surprising to me.
My 2 biggest surprises.
All right, that's a wrap on week 7.
Put that fucking week to bed.
Shitty week for everybody except for Kurt Money, and perfect segue for money shots. I didn't curse before it. I actually even trying to curse less. My mom said something.
Yeah, I cursed a little bit too much the last episode too.
You have any resolutions you want to tell us about?
I could try, but it's not going to work.
All right, good.
I have a party mouth.
He's going to stick with what he's doing. All right, money shots. Week 7. Lamar Jackson lost to Cincy for the first time in his career. Okay, he didn't just lose. He's hit me with the money gun already. It was the worst loss in his career. They got burnt and destroyed by the Burrows-Chase combo. Detroit stuck around against the Rams for a while, so I guess we will all still be contemplating those Campbell spreads each week. A money shot regular, Davis Mills. What the fuck, Houston? What has taken Tyrod Taylor so long to recover?
He's coming back this week, right?
I think he's coming back this week. I hope so. The BYU alumni went down this week with an injury. Now all Jets fans realize what BYU stands for. It's also exactly what Zach Wilson should do. Burn your uniform.
Oh, boy.
Sam Darnold felt so comfortable back in New Jersey that he took his favorite seat on the bench in the 4th quarter. Word on the streets of San Francisco. If Jimmy Garoppolo puts another performance like he did together on Sunday night, he'll be the next victim on Alec Baldwin's kill list.
Oh, my God.
Money shots!
Great gift from AJ.
I love this thing.
Katie's coming with a gift next time, she said so.
Oh, yeah?
Now it's, there's a lot more in there.
There's so much money in there.
All right.
Sponsor so this could be filled with real hundreds.
Yeah. All right, so that's a wrap on week 7. We're coming back with breaking down week 8. All right, we're back. West Industry Athletics. We're looking at week 8. Moving on from week 7. We are going to start with the local teams. I actually had this epiphany on my way back here tonight that I was like, oh, have the Jets lost 4 games in a row? It's only been 2. But they're going to get there.
They did lose by like 40, though.
I think they're going to get there. I think we got this week and next week of the Jets, and then they're going to be out. So
I can't wait.
we're going to start with them. The Jets are home. Cincinnati Bengals are coming into town. The Jets are 10-point underdogs at home. They've got a brand new quarterback, brand new old quarterback.
No, well, he's not starting.
Oh, you never know.
Oh, shit.
He might play. Joe Flacco, since he's coming off that big win against the Ravens, the Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow duo is just killing it. They're locked in. I'm done picking, foreshadowing, whatever. Bet against me, however you want to get the standings up. I'm not picking the local teams ever again. I'm taking the Bengals -10. The Jets are terrible. The offense is terrible. The defense is horrible. There's no level of confidence that I can take the Jets for the rest of this season. So
You're right.
give me the Bengals -10.
That once playoff team earlier this season after that first win, right, has really failed and has gone down. I'm talking about the Jets.
Yeah, I know.
I think historically, Cincinnati plays terribly against the Jets. Especially, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I'm going with Cincinnati. I'd feel like killing myself if I went any other way. So I don't really care. If Cincinnati can't cover, then boo for you. You suck. But I'm going Cincinnati Bengals -10.
Okay. I'm going Jets +10 versus
Of course you are.
Wonderful.
I'm going to make up that game I just lost in the standings. More importantly, Bengals in a classic letdown spot. I'm not saying they're going to lose. Give me the double-digit spread. It's disgusting. I'm going to hold my nose when I put it in. As I enter it on my phone, I'm holding my nose. But I'll take the points. Give me double-digit points. Give me the Jets in a bounce-back spot. Give me the Bengals in a kind of coasting spot.
Jets bounce back spot.
He's trying to convince.
I'm so hard trying. I have nothing. They're
himself.
fucking terrible. It makes no sense. Don't follow me. It's a terrible pick. I don't know.
It's a position play.
Go for the cover
get it.
3. What's the
No,
problem?
give me the Jets +10. Give me the Jets
I
+10.
get it.
Good luck with that one.
Next up, we've got the Giants and the Chiefs. This line is also 10.
Sound like great teams.
Monday night game.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
Good luck with that.
Can I just say something real quick? Did anybody have a problem watching Monday Night Football? Because my TV could not load the game last night.
You still got the HBO Max subscription?
I do. It's a couple months left. But Altice won. I don't know if it was ESPN and the Storm, but I could not watch that game. And I tried all night. Nobody. Son of
I don't have cable though. I'm a streamer guy.
Well, it does stream now. That's the problem. Whatever. Sorry about that, but Altice one sucks.
Staring at the back of my eyelids at 7:30 last night. I have no idea what happened.
You missed a thriller.
And that one.
You know what happened? Jameis missed every wide open guy.
I saw
there
that.
was. He's fucking terrible.
All right, we'll get to the Saints. Might foreshadow. Might pick them this week.
There you go.
All right, so Trip, kick it off for the Giants.
Giants +10. The Giants.
You're going Giants +10.
I'm taking the Giants +10.
All right.
Mahomes is still engaged. He still has a kid. Give me the Giants with the points. The preseason line in the game, when it came out, they do the preseason lines. It was +10. You can't tell me that line would have changed knowing how terrible that Kansas City's played. They haven't covered. I think they've covered maybe 1 or 2 games in the last 10 or 15. They're not doing well. They're a mess. I think the Giants have the blueprint how to keep it close. It stinks. I fucking hate the local teams. Give me the Giants +10.
This one's in KC, right?
Yes.
KC. I mean, if we're going to talk bounce-back games, I mean, at least these guys are eligible for a bounce-back type of game. Sure. KC, I'm taking the home team, -10. I can't see myself. I think the Giants are still riding too high. I don't think Barkley's going to be back.
Riding too high from that 15-point.
Yeah, they're probably all super excited, just like they got super excited last time they won and then fell to trash again. I think KC murders them.
As well as Daniel Jones has been playing.
Well, he's on the road now. He plays better on the road.
Good positive input.
I can't take the Giants. I think this is a kitchen sink game for the Chiefs. This is do or die. I mean, it's pretty much over for them, but they're going to throw everything at this game. And I just like them in the spot, especially the fact they're at home. Wish it was a Sunday night game so we could speak to Alyssa again. But, you know.
We understand that the Chiefs' offensive line is horrendous. They're really bad.
Terrible.
And now, a lot of people coming out this week, if you've been listening, like a lot of people they're bashing the RPO, that it's ruining offensive lines, and that the defensive they've caught up. They know how to defend it now, and the RPO is going kind of by the wayside now, and that's kind of what Cincinnati's been banking on. I think you go to the Super Bowl and you replace all 5 offensive linemen. How do you do that? Mm-hmm. I understand they weren't great. The offensive line wasn't great last year, but to be a whole brand new line,
some continuity.
And I think Mahomes is still trying to score a touchdown on every single throw. So
I mean, I don't know if this is the same way you would think, Parlay, but if KC won last week against Tennessee and this was a 10-point spread, maybe even an 11-point spread, I'd almost have an easier time going for the Giants on this one. I just think it's do or die.
Yeah, gotta win.
It's killer for them.
They got to win.
I don't like it. I'm not confident.
I know you're just trying. You're trying to pull strings.
Yep.
All right, enough for these two terrible.
It's the
teams.
bad juju because he's wearing that jersey. He has no power with that.
I'm
jersey
so used to him wearing that jersey. At this point.
Yes.
All right, so getting into our picks, Kurt, you were the big winner from last week, so you're up first.
All
You
right.
got-
I am going with once again, my first pick will be a team I have not picked yet. I'm going with old Bridgewater, Mr. Cover, right? That's what he does
Teddy
there.
Two Gloves, yeah.
I am going Denver
Oh
minus
my
3.
God.
You're shaking your head already. Kid's shaking his head already.
Unbelievable. No respect.
Wow.
The guy, what's your record in the last 3 weeks?
12-3.
Okay.
I mean,
He's shaking your head at 12-3 last 3 weeks. The guy's fucking on fire.
almost a professional over here.
All right.
All right, so just until I lose again. Next week, Flash 2, me in my underwear. I just think that, I mean, the Cleveland game was their lowest point that they're going to hit, I think. They know that they haven't beat a real team yet. They know that they haven't done what they're supposed to do, but I think they have pieces. Judy is coming back. They have 3 wide receivers. They have Judy, Patrick, Sutton. I mean, and what you have to do to beat this team is throw the ball, and that's what they're going to do. I'm taking Denver Broncos minus 3 against the Washington no-names.
Going against the hype of the Redskins earlier by Trip.
Their defense is getting a little bit better, but you know what?
Still not great.
I don't know. They're not going to be good until they have a name. They need a mascot, not a
Good
flag.
take. Definitely not jumping in on that one. All right, so you got the who? The
Broncos.
You got the
Broncos.
Hey, if you go
At
0-5,
home.
can you do?
You're adding more than underwear?
Yeah, no, because I think you should have to live stream the show from your house in your living room in your underwear with 75 kids just running in and out of the screen as you're trying to make picks.
He's
That's a
kicking
good
me.
one.
He's kicking me out of the studio and live streaming.
I just think that would be amazing to just sit there watch you get so stressed out.
Listen, I'm not going 0-5. It can't happen. It'll kill me.
All right, so I'll go next since I was in second place.
And this guy's all stressed out over here.
Yeah. All right, so the Titans are playing the Colts. The Colts are 1-point dogs at home. I'm super hot on the Colts. I think they're going to have a great second half of the year. Not in this one, though. The Titans, I think, continue to roll. I cannot pick against Derrick Henry and the Titans after what they did last week and after how they've been playing.
They're coming up 2
Huge wins.
wins.
Huge wins.
They're spreading the ball around. They got the receivers back. This is, I think, they're out to a quick 28-0 lead in that game. Give me Tennessee -1 against the Colts.
Are you jumping in on this one?
No, that's a scary game. I was
Guess
thinking,
what?
fuck.
I'm jumping in on this
Oh,
game.
let's go. Okay.
Nice.
I'm riding the parlay pick from last week. I listen, they lost to them already. It was a close game until the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Wentz's ankles must be getting better. I mean, I know he was a gimp when they played him last.
I think we could enough with the ankles. I think he's
over.
good.
I mean, he's over it now,
yeah.
which is amazing to me. I just can't believe it. I'm riding high. I think they're running Taylor the perfect amount to open everything up for Wentz. And once again, I'm just going with my feelings of how teams are up and down any given Sunday type thing. This is down. I wish the spread was a little bit bigger, but it's a division game. I'm taking the chance. It's 1 or 1.5. Not that it matters too much.
I think it's 1 right now.
Okay. I'm going with the Colts.
All right, so we're head-to-head on
I'm going
that.
to take the Colts.
I got Tennessee. You got the Colts. All right, Trip.
All right.
Your first pick.
First pick, we're gonna go. I'm going with an underdog. Kind of like the dogs this week so far. I got the Jets and Giants getting 10. I like the dogs. I'm gonna go with another underdog because I said it last week. Underdogs are poised for a big comeback. The 11th time ever that Vegas sportsbooks have taken a net loss in 1 month. It's the 11th time in the history of sports gambling. The last time it happened was 10 years ago.
Wow.
Vegas is down bad. Some of these lines can be inflated. I'm taking a dog. I like the dogs this week. Again, favorites won again last week. By 1 game, it was 7-6, I believe. So my first game is I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh,
Plus 3.5 at the Cleveland Browns.
I'm wearing the guy's jersey. I can't even. Wow.
It's an AFC North
Holy shit.
divisional game. I'm getting over the magic number of 3. I'm getting that half a point. I got the hook. Nice close game. Wow. The Browns don't have Baker. He's out, right? He's not going
Right.
to play.
Yep.
Which is big.
Friendly reminder, Mike Tomlin, 40-20-2 against the spread as an underdog. Okay, love it.
What was that number?
40-20-2 as an underdog against the spread.
I thought he was coaching USC this weekend.
Oh, buddy.
Listen, and they usually, let's all not remember the playoff game last year, but Ben usually kills the Browns.
Usually does. Yeah,
Usually
absolutely.
does.
He's not killing anybody.
just wouldn't
That guy
touch
died. The guy died.
All right.
His corpse is
Just root
taking
for him
steps.
this week.
I think he's going to cover. I do think they win. I might touch the money line somewhere. I might throw him in some sort of exotic there. But I definitely think they cover the 3.5.
Very interesting. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, me neither. All right, so you got 2 in, you got 1 in. I'll get my second one in, then we'll go back to Trip. So the Buccaneers are playing Jameis Winston and the Saints. Game's in New Orleans. Saints are getting 5 points. I don't understand that line whatsoever. That's the Vegas trap right there at 5. The line's confusing to me with what Tampa Bay's been doing. I'm taking the Bucs. They're rolling.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to slow down.
If the line stinks that much, you're still going to take the Bucs.
Still taking the Bucs. It's over for.
See, that's
it's over for your comeback player of the year.
That's the way I think.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel.
Because that line makes no sense. I agree
Makes
with you.
no sense. But
But you're still going to go with the Bucs.
taking the Bucs.
Yeah. I mean,
Taking the Bucs.
what are they putting that much on a revenge game for Winston? I mean,
Can you even call it that?
No.
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 I'm,
That guy was given every opportunity ever.
he was. He did.
Yeah.
He played for a really
Not like he
long
was
time.
done wrong.
You're
out
right.
there.
You're right. You're right. I think that's a great pick.
Give me Brady and the Bucs -5.
I stared at that one for a while, but I
There's a few lines that make no sense.
I kind of want to jump in on that, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to piggyback it. I think it's a great pick. I can't see the Bucs losing.
I mean, you went 4-1, so if you bless it, I feel good about it.
Divisional game.
Divisional game.
I understand,
Bucs are rolling.
but the Bucs are rolling.
Right. The Bucs are rolling.
And is Gronk coming back this week?
No, I don't think so.
No, he's not ready yet.
I don't know.
I don't think it matters. I mean, when they want to use the running game, they use the running game. He had 4 TDs and 177 yards at one point. Yes, last week I think. Like it was ridiculous.
This line will go off at 7 or 8.
Yeah. At what
I
point
agree.
does Sean Payton say enough is enough with Jameis? Because you get, you could be playing this week and Jameis A shows up.
he has
Yeah.
no
And now
option.
you're in trouble.
Yeah.
That's 3-4 touchdowns.
Sure.
That's, yeah.
He has
Most
no
of the time,
other
though,
Betting against that.
he has Taysom Hill. I mean, no other option.
He's not a starter.
What are you talking about?
He's not a starting quarterback.
Every time they ask him about him, Sean Payton says how great he is. He's
Yeah.
a star.
By the time he finally becomes a starter, he's going to be 32. He's going to
Yeah.
be 32 on the team forever. Oh, I remember that guy.
Veteran starter.
I love the pick. It's a great pick.
All right, so I got 2 in. Kurt's got 2 in. Trip gives your second.
I am going to take Minnesota Vikings plus 2.5 over the Cowboys.
Oh, my God. Sunday night game?
I take it.
He is such a professional gambler. Like, he talks himself over every single time. I'm never betting on the Lions again. He bets on the Lions. I'm never betting on Minnesota again. Minnesota had a bye, so he forgot about Minnesota.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all
They
of a
reset.
sudden, you're betting on him.
Yes. Wow. The Chiefs are 6-0. I'm sorry, the Chiefs. The Cowboys are 6-0 against the spread this season. Very few teams, if any, ever go 7-0 against the spread. The Vikings have played close games all year long.
Yeah, they have.
Zimmer is not going to let them go for over 400 yards against him. It's not going to happen. He's been dialing stuff up. I want the Vikings. They're the best 3-3 team in
They're
the
the
league.
worst 3-3 team.
You better hope this line moves off the 2.5, though, because they're gonna win by a field goal. Whoever this game's going to be
I do-
decided by a
that's
field
true.
goal.
That's true.
I mean, when I put the bet in, I'm going to buy the hook, and I'll
Yep.
go to the 3 without a doubt. It's definitely
Got
worth it. I think it'd probably go to like minus 130 to buy the hook.
Mhm.
That's fine with me because that's what I wanted at.
You'll be sweating your ass off on Sunday night.
Well,
Oh, absolutely, and I can't wait for it
I
because I,
know, you
love
love
it.
it.
I'm heads
Yeah.
up with you on this one. I got the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
Laying the
Nice.
2.5. 2 weeks to prepare for the Vikings.
Oh yeah, because they're known for their preparation. Of
Whatever. I'll take
Guy
the
doesn't
extra
like bye
week.
weeks. He
You
doesn't
know,
like
I
bye
know
weeks.
he's all over the bye.
I do when Zimmer's on the bye week.
Yeah.
Not so much.
And I refuse to bet the
McCarthy.
Vikings for the rest of the year after what they did to me to start this year.
I understand
So
that.
I'm also predictively fading Takeout Takes because there's no chance that the Minnesota bars we call are going to take the Cowboys. I have no chance whatsoever.
I'm dying for them to have an accent.
So that's it. I mean, that's a little bit of my bet is predicated on we know, whoever it is, Johnny Chimpo's bar in fucking Minnesota is definitely taken.
we like the
the
Vikings there.
and they can't pick winners. So
Wow.
take the Cowboys minus 2.5.
You're going AJ Glass on this
On
pick right
Sunday
here.
night.
You know, Dalvin Cook's going to rush for like 250.
Yeah, if he plays.
Dallas's D is not
He doesn't have a
terrible.
miraculous injury on
It's true.
on Sunday morning.
It's true.
Okay.
Love that you guys are going head to head on that one. That's a good one.
Heads up.
Heads up, baby. Only one winner. Your heads up on 3 bets this week already. 3 out of 4.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Sneaky
boys.
Pete's, Erik the Red, and the Crooked Pint Ale
I
House.
love Sneaky Pete's.
Definitely going to pick the fucking Vikings.
Erik the Red.
All right, so that's
so
it.
I have to go. This is my last pick, right? Shit. I'll tell you, for a day and a half, I've been looking at the Pats. It was 6.5. It opened up as I loved the Patriots. They beat them 47-0 last year with Cam Newton. Went down to 5.5. They're going to LA. I just don't want to go with it. So I feel like I'm going a safer way until I get smacked in the face. I'm going Buffalo Bills plus 13.5 over Miami.
Wow.
It is a shit
It's a big
ton
one.
of points. It's a shit ton of points. I wouldn't have done this, but I like bye weeks, and they're preparing for this team. And
Yeah, because you had to prepare a lot for the Dolphins.
they're coming off of a loss in prime time.
How do you prepare for Deshaun Watson? How are you going to prepare for that?
That guy is not playing for them next week. Not a chance. You plan for the lefty. Listen, they had a week off after that loss on prime time, and I think the Bills are just going to come out at home and murder them. Murder them. Score at will.
Yeah, the Dolphins are a fucking punching bag.
13.5. Hate that it's divisional, but
I love the Dolphins this week.
fucking take them.
This guy's
It worked for you last week.
No, I pushed.
No,
Oh,
him.
the other one,
It
yeah,
worked
yeah.
for him last week picking the Lions. If you love the
I
Dolphins,
do love the Dolphins.
You're really trying to bait him.
wouldn't it be great if you pick the Dolphins lose, and oh no, you picked Pittsburgh. Okay, that'd be okay. If Pittsburgh,
Because
won,
I think Flores. I really believe the guys are going to play for him. I think he's going to go in there. They got fucking drubbed 35-0 a couple weeks ago, and I think there's a picture of that score on his wall. Like that's the kind of guy he is. He's not going to let.
yeah,
that
they don't
happen
have to
again.
lose 35-0, just 28-7.
Okay.
No, I don't want to force you into any pick. Then we're gonna have explanations in the comments section.
I know. I know that.
All right, so our 3 picks are in.
If you want to make some money, take the Dolphins. I know. I only got 2 picks in.
I know. I was going to say you got one more pick. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. Let's pick the Raiders again on a whim. Oh, they're in a bye.
Raiders.
The 3 picks I have now, they're all gross because Miami's one of them.
You mean they're grosser than your previous 4 picks? I can only talk like this until I lose next week.
You've been whooping my ass. So. Detroit, I don't know if I can do it again.
Oh my God, this guy's thinking.
I
of
love Detroit. I fucking love them.
This is the game for them.
This is the one,
The
right?
Eagles?
I'm thinking this is the only game.
The Eagles.
Okay.
Now here's where I'm going. Let me give you a little insight into my genius brain here.
I also really have to pee.
Love the Dolphins. But the other team I'm going
he's
for is a
thinking about
team I am
Takeout Takes.
notoriously I cannot figure out whether I bet on them against them. They always fuck me. That's the Falcons. Because I do like the Falcons minus 2.5. But I believe I said on this show a couple weeks ago, if I ever take either the Georgia Bulldogs or the Atlanta
You
Falcons,
did say that.
I did. Go against me.
No lead ever safe with the Falcons.
So-
Doesn't matter how much they're
So
up.
what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ride with Man Campbell. I'm going with the Detroit Lions plus 3.5 over Philly. This is their really only shot for at least the next 5 weeks to get a victory. I think 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, they got tough.
Tough
road
schedule.
ahead.
Yeah. I think they get it done here. I think he's in practice with no shirt on all week long, just going fucking bananas. He's fucking slapping guys. He's just gonna go crazy. This is it.
You have the Lions and the Vikings this week. Like you just love like
And
you're
the
like,
Jets and the Giants.
yeah, oh my god. You just love to be tortured. It's like a weird, sick fetish thing.
Maybe
that's happening.
that's what I'm into. Maybe I'm going to be watching the game with no shirt on, just like Campbell.
This guy watches is going to be watching the game at the Cowboy Bar
Detroit
with a ball gag in
Lions
his mouth.
plus 3.5 over Philly.
Listen, I hope they win. I tried 2 weeks in a row with the Lions, and it was 1 week too many. So I don't know how that.
Oh, there's no
one's gonna
Cowboy
go.
Bar on Sunday. It's Halloween.
What does that mean?
Oh, we got trick or treating to do.
Oh,
It's all right. We got phones.
Oh no, we're gonna go before and after the games. We'll go like halftime.
come out on Halloween. I don't believe it, so I don't have any kids. All right, I like that pick. I like the Lions. This is the week for them.
It's the week for
It's
them.
going to happen.
It's just funny
Money
to watch
line?
them pick 'em. Oh,
Oh, I would definitely be taking the money line. Absolutely.
I think this line moves. I think there's going to be a decent amount of money coming in on the Lions.
I'm gonna take the money line. I'm gonna money line the Lions and the Vikings.
Oh my god! All right,
once
so
again, Trip. Either a big week or a bad week.
So
Feast
I
or
have
famine.
yeah, feast or famine, baby. I got 5 dogs this week. 5 dogs.
Wow.
Rolling with the dogs.
give us some. Who do you got?
Jets plus 10, Giants plus 10, Steelers plus 3.5 over Cleveland, Minnesota plus 2.5 over the Cowboys. The Detroit Lions plus 3.5 over Philly. Plus, if you're listening to this, buy the hook in the Minnesota game. Get that at least to 3. If it goes up, which it probably
It's
should.
going to move there.
Yeah, I think it's going to move a little bit. I think I saw it at 3 before we even started. Get that at 3. Have you push. If it's at 3.5, double up on it.
Nice. Can't wait till those text messages on Sunday night. It's gonna be.
Oh,
great.
I might shut my phone off.
It's gonna be great. I shut it off during Steeler games, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that.
All right, Kurt Money.
I got the Colts at +1, Bills plus 13.5. Ooh, that's a lot of points. Denver -3, and then I got the Chiefs and Cincy at -10.
All right, I got the Bengals -10. I've got the Chiefs -10. I've got the Titans -1, the Bucks -5, and the Cowboys -2.5.
Kitty Cash, all the favorites.
All favorites.
Wow.
Oh boy.
You got all the dogs. I got all the favorites.
So you want Vegas going to have a 4th losing week in a row?
Yes.
Because they're notorious for always losing money like this.
And I also have.
I got a lot of favorites too this week.
I'm also going to have a winning prop bet this weekend. I feel it in my bones.
Oh, but your prop bets are horrendous.
I just keep picking the wrong one to put on there.
The wrong one.
Next week I'm putting
Sam. You had Sam Darnold and Mills.
Next week,
back-to-back weeks. What are you talking
I know,
about?
because I'm looking for the plus money. Like next week,
It was plus 108. What plus money?
whatever. The
Plus 108.
There was the quarterback lines on touchdowns were terrible. Those are the only ones I really bet.
Yeah, don't bet. I can't. I backed you on both those fucking bets.
But I took both quarterbacks. I had Mac Jones plus 1.5 and Sam Darnold plus 1.5.
All right, so Mac did it.
I put a unit on Sam Darnold's fat fucking face, and he fucked me.
That's. I mean, it's terrible. I'm putting them all on there, and you're going to see how terrible of a degenerate gambler I am when I fill up that whole entire screen.
Yeah.
I like the Pats at +5.5 too. It's not on my card.
I also got a parlay for this weekend, but
Nice.
I'm going to reveal that on Sunday. I'm not ready for that.
Follow
right
us on the thing. We'll start putting our cards out. What we actually take, other than because we put the money on the local team because we have to. It's only going for 1 unit each. There's no way I'm ever doubling up on one of those goddamn local teams.
It does change. By the time it's Sunday, it does change.
Yeah. Follow, whether it's Twitter or Instagram, follow the things. They'll be on the Instagram, on the video feed. Follow them. You'll get our picks there. You'll get the whole card.
Plus other sports. If you like money and you like college football, early Saturday morning.
Yeah, you've been doing good on that.
Killing it.
Still.
Oh,
man.
we both have the Knicks tonight. I think all three of us have the Knicks tonight too.
We got the Knicks -1. I got Julius Randle over 2.5 threes. I know he's got 2, so I've been looking in the reflection of that mirror over there the whole entire time.
7 minutes left.
But I also got to pee. All right, so that's our picks for Week 8. We're coming back. We're going to Minnesota for Takeout Takes.
Takeout Takes.
All right, West Industry Athletics. We're back. Final segment. Everybody's favorite. Takeout Takes.
Takeout Takes.
This Sunday night, we've got the Cowboys. This game is much talked about in our picks. The Cowboys are headed to Minnesota. Minnesota's 2.5-point dogs at home. At the moment, we're going to hit some bars. We're going to hit some restaurants. Here's the choices we've got. Sneaky Pete's, Erik the Red, which is a great name.
The Red.
And the Crooked Pint Ale House.
They're like naming it after real people's names.
In Minnesota. Who's a Sneaky Pete? You know Sneaky Pete?
No, but I mean, wait, you think that's just a term of like a sneaky guy, Sneaky Pete?
I think so.
Okay.
Do you remember the mad shitter in Leonard's high school? His name was Pete. He was Sneaky Pete. He used to shit all over the high school. He was shit on top of lockers. He was shit in the stairway. Disgusting.
I mean, I personally think we're going to have to call all three to get anything close to what we got in San Francisco, but I hope one of them picks a winner.
Well, that's what we need. All right, so which one are we going to first? What do you think? Kurt, you were the big winner from last week.
As soon as they picked the Vikings, they picked the winner.
I like Sneaky Pete's. Yeah, I feel like you don't know what you're going to get there.
Okay. All right, here we go. Sneaky Pete's.
Just waiting for the first storm. They talk weird.
Oh, that's loud.
Ooh.
Must be busy.
Oh, they're closed.
Thank you for calling Sneaky Pete's. Listen carefully, for our hours have changed.
That guy's a creep.
We are currently open Wednesday through Saturday, 6 p.m. till 2 a.m.
Hours.
We will be open for all Viking home games 2 hours prior to kickoff.
Attaboy, Sneaky
Our
Pete.
kitchen will be open during the...
All right, that's enough, Sneaky Pete.
We'll call them on Sunday at 7.
All right, we're going down the list now. We're going to Erik the Red. Strong Viking name, right?
Yeah, you like that so much, but I mean, somebody Eric has to be owning that place.
No, Kurt.
Why not?
Erik the Red is like a famous Viking.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right, don't try and embarrass me. You don't even have the right number.
Completed his dial.
Oh, boy.
Takeout Takes, take 3.
Bow, bow, bow.
This might be the end of it. This might be the end of Takeout Takes. We might be going back to having your kids pick mascots.
While he zooms from home in the living room.
Oh, Erik the Red, permanently closed.
Holy shit.
Last chance, Crooked Pine Ale
Oh,
House.
no.
All right, somebody better queue up another one.
Might have to call Dallas.
Or we just call a local bar around here.
Let me see if I can find anybody.
We call Johnny McGorry's if they don't get through.
Minnesotan bars.
On college. Johnny's working.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
He'd be like, who?
Crooked Pint.
Holy shit. What's going on?
Please check the
Ouch.
and dial again.
We're going to call Fargo. In
This is what
The
happens.
production quality on this is amazing.
This is what happens when we'll fill these in about 15 minutes before we actually record it. Record it?
All right. Log Cabin Bar, are they open? I don't even know where this place is.
Crooked Pine Ale House. It says it's open.
This one closes at 1 a.m.
Oh, I had 613. It's 612. Here we go.
Thank you for calling Crooked Pint, downtown Minneapolis. We unfortunately do not accept reservations or call-ahead seating for any U.S. Bank Stadium event. For reservations for a different day or to place a to-go order, press 1.
Jesus Christ, what is this,
For
Crooked
hours of
Bar?
operation,
Hit one.
press 2. For directions,
One.
We just hanging
No?
up?
Fuck, that's it.
No, I can't deal with that anymore. Then I leave a message like the Boston one I called.
Yeah,
The
if
guys
you-
calling me back all fucking week long. Like I got things to do.
Try this random Log Cabin Bar. It was the first one that popped up on my phone.
Log Cabin Bar.
There's a number.
Gonna need to heavily edit this. 218.
What does that mean?
It's none of the area codes.
Like you know area codes in Minnesota? 957? What do you got, a 516 area code? That's weird.
This bar's only open when they go ice fishing.
Oh, here. This is one I had on here that I took off. Max Industrial Bar.
That sounds like a gay bar.
Just get anybody that answers. I got the red cow here.
Oh, I had a red cow in college once.
Oh, what?
We'll tell you that story later.
Maybe nobody lives in Minnesota anymore.
It's probably fucking snowed.
Max Industrial.
Hey, Max, the Cowboys are coming to town Sunday Night Football against the Vikings. The Vikings are 2.5-point underdogs. What do you think? Who's going to win?
Not a clue, man.
You're not a Vikings fan? You're not a football fan at all?
I don't follow sports for shit. I'm the worst sports bar employee there is.
Oh, man. What are you into? Magic the Gathering?
No, I just don't watch sports. I don't get the time. I work.
All right. We appreciate that. You
anybody-
got to hustle.
Anybody there that wants to
All
talk
right,
about
man.
sports?
All right. Take care, bro.
Yep.
Fucking, what was that? We got to try one more try on camera.
Looks like they're taking the Cowboys. All right.
Wow.
Good for my pick then.
Max. Makes sense.
That was terrible. I don't want sports.
I got that out so good, too.
You did get that out so good.
Damn.
The spread, they're coming to town.
Are we bailing on this right now?
No, we can't. We got to try one.
What do you mean? I've tried 6 at this point.
Red Cow, North in the Loop.
Red Cow.
I don't know if this
What-
is a good...
can you
No,
explain
it's
to me
a
what-
fucking hamburger restaurant.
Can you explain?
Sucks.
Who cares? Can you explain to me what the Red Cow is that you had in high school? I mean, college? No, not for this podcast.
Yeah, I'll talk when we're not on here.
They close at 10. Are they a different time zone?
Yeah.
Ask her if she played field hockey. They don't know if I know her.
Red Cow North, this is Abby. How can I help?
Do you think the Vikings are going to win on Sunday Night Football this weekend?
I have no idea. I don't watch football.
You're the second person.
I'm a hockey gal.
All right, we can respect that. Nobody likes the Vikings in this town.
Yeah, I'm a hockey gal. I don't know.
All right, so we're saying you're taking the Vikings. Appreciate you picking up the phone and playing along with us.
All right. That's all?
That's it.
Oh, she wants to talk.
Oh,
Talk to
okay.
her about it.
No, she wants an order for a
Have a
cheeseburger.
good night.
Take care.
Oh, that's right.
Bye.
Forgot we were calling restaurants.
But how are we going to get a pick? I need a pick for
We
my
need a
graphic.
pick.
I need a pick for the graphic.
I mean, right now it's sounding Cowboys. They're not going with their own home team, but
You call Dallas, they're going to fucking threaten to shoot you.
I guess we're not allowed to call Dallas, though.
Oh, shit, I never hung up.
You do that a lot.
I think that's it.
Oh, man. That's so sad.
It would be Minnesota. They can't fucking cover a line. It's a heart attack town. Can't get a.
I think they're picking the Cowboys. I think that's what they're going with. Nobody likes sports
Wow.
there.
Wait, but are you saying that because you have the Vikings and
Yes.
you know Takeout Takes is always wrong, and I
Yeah.
said I'm fading the pick that I know that's going to be the Vikings?
100%.
All right,
yeah.
we'll go. Give them the Cowboys. Abby from the Brown Cow said so.
What about the Brit Pub?
What?
Brit's Pub.
Brit.
See if they're open. They got a fireplace, rooftop lawn,
Oh, shit.
bowling. They got bowling. Number's right here. 612. Is that a good area code, Jake?
Brits Pub.
BRIT''S. And if they suck, they're going with Cowboys.
All right.
Fucking San Francisco. Should just call them every week. Should have called Vinny back.
He doesn't love us.
Fritz Pod, how may I help you?
The Vikings are playing on Sunday Night Football against the Cowboys. They're 2.5-point underdogs. You think they're going to win?
Possibly.
Are you a Vikings fan? Are you a football fan at all?
I'm actually not much of a football fan,
Man.
For Vikings, I mean, I'm always hoping that they'll win.
Okay. We'll take that.
Because it brings in more customers.
How are the wings over there at Brits Pub?
We don't actually have wings anymore.
Sounds like
Good
Pittsburgh.
night.
Sounds like Pittsburgh.
Just hung up on her.
This was
I
terrible.
can't deal with this. Oh, my God.
Minnesota is a drag.
Can't deal with it.
So, Takeout Takes. Seems like the take of the Cowboys.
I think they got to go with Cowboys.
All right, we'll
Right?
go with the Cowboys. I don't care.
Because they're
Whatever.
garbage. The fans are garbage.
Or-
That was the most balls we called in one town.
On my way home, I'm going to call Island Kava and get John. I'm going to set it up for Johnny. I'm gonna take the Vikings.
He's definitely taking the Cowboys.
Yeah, I know.
He's definitely going to take the Cowboys.
I'm going to call Vinny from San Francisco with no Y's and see what he likes. Make a
All right,
friend.
that's a wrap on Week 8. What a bust. But
Minnesota.
actually, got some comedy out of the end there. Nobody likes football in Minnesota.
Nope.
Bullshit.
Totally reminded me of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You rooting for Pittsburgh? Sure. It's like, what?
Got better things to do.
What does amaze me, though, is that they let you get that spread out and the whole fucking
Yeah.
intro. It's amazing that they don't go, yeah, okay, see you later. Like,
Well, now I'm going too fast. You're like, now I'm getting in a rhythm and I'm going too fast and they can't hear me, so we'll figure it out. We'll get it right. All right, that's a wrap on Week 8. We'll be back next week. Good luck, everybody.
Minnesota sucks. First down dogs.
Take it deep.